What's happening, people? Shay here. Only about to hope you guys are well. So it is now 11:24 p.m. on Wednesday, the 24th of March. So the night before the final game of the South African franchise era. We've got the 5-day final to contest the winners of the franchise 4-day competition between my team, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. I always do that. Hollywoodbets Dolphins. And the multiplied Titans. Been played in a home ground at Kingsmead in Durban, so yeah, that's obviously it's going to be good. So home advantage. I'm doing a live stream, guys, because I don't have time, unfortunately, at the moment. I'm extremely busy with work, so I might chance to do the whole video thing with the thumbnail section. I'm just going to do a live stream on this. So I want to do a video on my team. Obviously, it's a massive, massive game tomorrow, isn't it? So yeah, I just want to have a quick chat about it. So first thing that I'll do is just announce the squads, and I'll start with obviously the Dolphins. Call them the home team, but anyway, let's say. We've got captain Marcus Ackerman, Pernell O'Brien, Lee Van Tanzi, Cyril Irwia, Grant Rollerson, Kai Zondo, with the Sami. Keith Dudgeon is back in the squad. Karen Mungru, O'Neill Bartman, Michael Silo, Mosekle, Ravinda Swart, Ethan Bosch, and Keegan Peterson. So that's the Dolphin squad. And the Titans squad, you've got Grant Thompson, Matthew Arnold, Neil Brand, Okelis Kele, Okule Kele, apologies to butcher that name, Tinster Brain, Dean Alga, Dain Galim, Bafana Malangu, Sabinila Makanya, Riveldo Munsami, Tando Natini, Carl Simmons, and Yassine Bali. So yeah, that's a squad for the Titans. I mean, if you look at the squads, obviously, respectively, there's been quite some changes for the Titans. I think at least 5 changes we're making to the side that drew against the Lions in their last game in Joburg. We've obviously come on the back of 2 excellent wins. We're also losing 2 players well, 1 massive, massive loss. Actually, a massive loss on both sides. You've got Aidan Markram for the Titans. He's had an absolutely incredible season. He scored almost 1,000 runs. I've got his stats up here. So look at his stats across the course of the season. He scored 7 matches, 945 runs, and 94.5 average. I mean, obviously, it's a curtail season, and the guy scored almost 1,000 runs. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just incredible stuff from Markham this year. But then we've lost the leading wicket taker in Kesha Mirage. He's taken 34 wickets in just 5 matches. An average of 20.47, a corner rate 2.64. And he's bowled 262 overs in just 5 games. 50 overs a match. 52 overs, 2.5 overs per game. Absolute Herculean efforts from him across the course of the last few months for us. Incredible. I mean, the next wicket taker after him is Sean Berg, who's taken 29 wickets at 25.68, and that's in 7 matches. George Lynn looking now has had a really good season, 5 wickets. So 5 matches, 23 wickets at 20.95. But anyway, obviously Mirage head and shoulders with the rest. With the bat as well, he's done very well with the bat. He's contributed. In particular, we look at the game against the Lions. He's got the quick fire 89 62 balls with a declaration and a spins to victory with 30 wickets in that match, the 7th for the second innings. Incredible stuff from Mirage. He's going to be a massive loss. I mean, it's really a shame because obviously by far away the best batsman in Markram against far away best bowler in Mirage. We're not going to see that rivalry in this match, which is a real shame. We have a named deputy, obviously, and Brian will come to the side. Markram cannot be replaced by the Titans, really. I mean, it's extremely hard, I think, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously, Brian's a very canny operator. He's obviously not the same as Mirage. We can bat a little bit, but I think the step down is less than, say, Markram's. Than Titans, and obviously Markram's departure from the side, and obviously the whole day he leaves. Because I look at the squad, I don't think Grant Thompson will open the batting when Neil Brand's top of the order there. Obviously Dean was there, so obviously got the new Pro-Tier Test captain. Not sure exactly who will open with. It's going to be Malangu, or he's going to open with possibly Neil Brand. I mean, yeah, I have to. If we look actually quickly at the last game, I mean, Tennis Brain's there as well, but he won't open. I think he'll bat 3 or 4, I imagine. So let's see how they shape up the Titans side. I do expect us to come through and win this game. Actually, I look at our side. I actually wrote down who we'd have as my 11. So I had Saraloya, Zanira Mutasami, Keegan Peterson, Mark Ackerman, Kai Zondo, Grant Rollison, Aaron Swart, Ethan Bosch, Penel O'Brien, Cohen Mungru, and Lee Tanzi. So obviously Mashikli is not there. He was in for the last game against the Warriors. I'm not a big fan of Mashikli, as I've been quite open about that. To be honest with you, obviously very little, I believe. He's only played 3 innings this year, 3 matches, 3 innings, average 17.5. That being said, Rollison, who would take the close to me, is also having a very, very poor Red Bull season. 6 matches, 9 innings, averaging just 14.33. Very, very, very poor for him this season. I thought it was a really good season. Actually, very disappointed. Actually, I really thought they would kick on this year, but he didn't do what he didn't really do it in both forms. He was okay in the white ball stuff. Did quite admirably, performed admirably in the 50 over stuff, but it's not ideal competition. We got to the final anyway, but he's just not really worked for him in the franchise series. Obviously, he's been moved up and down the order to accommodate him. The Sami now is the opening batsman. He'll partner earlier tomorrow, and him and Brian will be the spin dual attack for us. I mean, in terms of the spin options, obviously it's important to sort of spin, obviously, because in Derby, isn't it? We're in Kingsmead, so obviously spin's going to play a major part in both bowling attacks. They've got Rivaldo Minsami, but he actually kept wicket when we played them back in December. It was a drawn game. That actually game was called off because of COVID. Also, I think 3 players? It was 2 players, maybe 1 player. I think it was definitely at least 1 player was caught with COVID. The game was abandoned back in December. But Minsami is actually an off spinner. He actually kept wicket. Carl Simmons bowls left arm orthodox, so he'll, I imagine, be playing tomorrow. Obviously, it's no Shamsi, so that's a big loss again for them. So yeah, it's going to be. I feel like with the players that they're missing for the last game, it's like the class is not there. Obviously, Quinton Cock is not there. So actually for Markram, with the massive players, massive losses. Lazar Williams has had an excellent season this year. He's obviously in the Proteas squad as well for the Pakistan tour, so he's not there. A lot of rest on the likes of Talan Latini tomorrow. You've got the old Dolphins boys in Kile and Makanya, obviously playing tomorrow. They may have a point to prove tomorrow. Obviously, a service that they know very well. So it'll be interesting to see how those two get along. I think if anyone's going to do better, imagine Makanya. I mean, Kelly's actually quite a reasonable season. I think he's taken 40 wickets at 35 this year. It's a decent season. But he never really worked from out for him in Durban. So we'll see what kind of service tomorrow presents. But I don't think it'd be too much of a handful to deal with. We should know him inside out, to be honest. So yeah, I imagine hopefully Bill's dealing reasonably well. I just don't see really where the threat to coming from the side, apart from Dean Elk. Obviously, Dennis De Bruyne is a very solid first class player. Galeem's a very, very talented all rounder actually in the middle there. So he could turn it on with bat or ball. But I think that will actually, we'll pull a victory tomorrow. I mean, the worry is, well, of course, next 5 days. The worry is that in Durban there's poor weather forecast. So. Yeah, I mean that's the one thing that's worrying me a little bit. Obviously, if I don't want rain to ruin this final, like they did against the Lions in that 50 over final, in Bloom that time. So it was like Potterstream, wasn't it? But yeah, I don't want that to happen. I really don't want that to happen. I want us to win, outright or lose outright. I don't really know shared trophy. I mean, it's the last. Franchise 4-day final that was contested was actually 16. It was 15 seasons ago now, and between Titans and Dolphins, and that was a drawn game, and that was shared between 2 sides. But actually, this one was shared. Apologies. The Dolphins actually won the trophy just through virtue of finishing top of the table. I don't want that to happen. I want us to win outright. In fact, I should quickly go just before I shoot. I just want to quickly look at that because I do just want to quickly look at the table there because I'm not sure it's like if we did edge ahead in points. Yeah, we finished 126 point. Yeah, we are ahead in quite comfortably actually in the in the table. We finished 28 points more than the Titans. So if we do draw the game, then we'll, I imagine, be awarded the trophy. But we don't really want that. I want us to win outright, and I think we've got the 11 to beat these guys, especially at home. It's all laid out for us, I think. Obviously, said we're doing as a Lions who share a trophy, mental one-day cup. That being said, we didn't have a great game. I think we probably lost that game. We lost the Lions, we know. We got smashed in the 20 over comp only a few weeks ago now at home. But this, third final in 3 competitions. I mean, it's an incredible season. Imran Khan, with a friend, and the rest of the management there and the coaching staff has been excellent season. It's been superb. Harry Striding, we're very proud of what he's done there at Kingsmead. It's been an excellent season, and I'm really happy. I've been following the franchise this African summer. They've been really great, and it's a shame obviously we've broken up now. But yeah, I'll be rooting for obviously the Coastal going into next season. So yeah, anyway, but that's obviously for a post-match or post-season review, I'd say probably. But anyway, yeah. So tomorrow, bit sad to be honest with you. Yeah, final game of the franchise era for us and obviously for Dolphins. But I do believe that we'll come away with a win. Obviously, I'll be watching most days. I'll definitely try and tune in. I'll be able to get a stream, and yeah, I'll be catching quite a bit of that, I believe, in the next 5 days. Hopefully, we won't go that far. Hopefully, we can win quicker, but we'll see. Either way, I'll be doing a post-match review on it. Let's find out. Yeah, I mean, I'll like to say quickly before I go, Ethan Bosch, obviously with 100 against the Lions, picked up 3 against the Warriors in the last game. He's peaking. He's finding rhythm, which I always felt with him. I think he's a very talented player. Just needs games under his belt to find some rhythm. It's always been about his brother, I felt like, but I think he's a very talented player. When I saw him play in MSL for Paul Rocks, I thought he was a good player. That he's young, he's 23 this year, so a lot of time for him to mature. The only question, I guess, they brought in Keith Dudgeons, as well, who's right arm, medium fast bowler. He could potentially play. It'd be interesting to see him not play the game or competition. If he somehow force way into the final, how amazing that'd be for Keith Dudgeon. But I don't expect that to happen. I think they'll go with the side that I said. The question is, particularly if he retains his place, then maybe they won't play in Tanzi. I think Munger will play. He will play in Tanzi. And they'll have Mashikli in the middle there. I think Rolson will still play. Even if Mashikli does play, I think Rolson will probably still play. But we'll have to see. Just quickly, sorry I keep saying this, but I just want to quickly just check something. Just before I shoot. Yeah, so I was just saying, like, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I mean, I just like the idea of Mashikli at 8 without Rolson there, to be honest with you. I'm not really a big fan of that. I think that you'd rather have Rolson in the team. If he's going to bat at 8, especially, I don't think there's a need for that. With Swart at 6, I think even Rolson at 7, Bosch at 8, the batting looks more assured. With Sir Brian Mungrew, coming down the order. I don't think Bartman will play. Say on Tanzi there as well. He didn't play the last game in Tanzi, but he's fit in the squad, so he could play. I think he will play. But it's a toss between Mashikli and Tanzi, because you've got to play obviously the 3 Black Africans. So my personal opinion was go with Tanzi and play Rolson there with Zondo. Obviously, he's had a good season, and Mungrew making the contingent of the Black African players then. So yeah. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'll probably do a quick Instagram video after the team's announced, and we'll go from there. I do hope Rolson gets to go, but if someone tells me that Mashikli will play, and Rolson will have to sit out, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Gone for a bit longer than I thought I would. Let's check out tomorrow. So I do post-match review. If you like the content, as I always say, do like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully, I'll see you on the next one. And go Dolphins! Ready for more.